Hi, today I'm going to explain how I use the microwave kiln with my standard stained glass. So I bought this microwave kiln and I didn't have any COE glass. So I cut small pieces of my regular stained glass that was not supposed to be used for fusing. To make the piles of glass stick together, I used the Galactic glue. And this is because you want to have a few layers of glass because it wants to melt 2.6 millimeters instead of your regular thin glass. So you need to have some more glass shapes to it. And I use scraps of glass from my other projects. And to experiment, sometimes I made them too high and sometimes I made them 3 high. The clear glass is just regular. This is glass that I got from some old picture frames that I wasn't using. So it was nothing special. It was just some clear glass I happened to have. After experimenting a little bit, I cooked this for 16 minutes on the microwave that I have, which is 1000 watts. And as you can see, it came out pretty good. I have these little glass globs that I want to use in my fish lamp project. And I was pretty excited that I could do this with my scraps of glass. Yeah, the edges are a little sharp, but I could have ground them down, but I'm going to wrap them with foil for my project, so that's fine. So here's some of the little globs. Some of them are wrapped. I used black backed foil, 7/32 of an inch, and I cut them in half because I didn't want them to be too thick, because if you use the full thickness of the foil on such little objects, then they take up so much of your glass, you end up with a large ring around your pieces of glass. So it's very easy with a pair of scissors to just cut them basically in half. I'm going to show foiling one of them. I do have other videos on foiling different shapes of glass. So I just wrapped around the glass, keeping it as consistent as I could. And then, of course, whenever you do any kind of foiling, you're going to want to squish down the foil a little bit. I'm just pressing it down on around the corner a little bit and on the edge itself. Now, since it's really only wrapping on the edge and around one side, you really want it to stick down because you would rather it not fall out of your project when you're making it. So here again, I sped up the time a little bit. You're just going to wrap it around, push it down some with your hands, and then take some kind of, I use a plastic probe that I got on Amazon. I got a whole bunch of them, and they're nice size, and I just smooth them down. And I did this to all of the blobs that I made, and then tried to figure out where I wanted to use them on my project. I used these glass globs on my fish lamp project, which was the next big lamp that I am going to demonstrate on YouTube. But it's not quite done yet. I'm just kind of happy that I can use the microwave kiln for non-fusible glass. You just have to experiment a little bit to see how long it would take to fuse it. And here are some other globs that I had melted at a different time. I would suggest using 2 layers of padding underneath them, of the kiln sheets underneath. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and see you next time. Bye.